This video might be a little bit overdue for me, but I thought I'd make a video introducing a little bit about myself, the purpose of this channel. I was born and raised into a beautiful Christian family in Northern Ontario, Canada. Over the years of my childhood, my faith in God never wavered, but my faith in Christianity did, and I stopped believing Christianity. When I was in my teenage years, I found too many inconsistencies within the Bible. I also found many contradictions and logical inconsistencies, not only within the Bible itself, but also within the core beliefs of Christianity. Now, I'm not going to explain all the logical inconsistencies and the contradictions that I found within Christianity and within the Bible itself. And that is not the purpose of this video or of this channel. The purpose of this video is just to introduce my background. You'll see in my content that I don't like to spend too much time talking about my previous faith because, for one, I don't believe in it anymore. So why should I waste my time talking about a faith that I don't believe in? Secondly, my content goes by the motto of, if your religion is so great, then tell me about how great your religion is. I don't need your opinion on other religions. I want to know why I should follow yours. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the purpose of this channel. The purpose is to relay the message of Islam clearly, and that's it. Now, if you want to accept it after you hear the message, that is totally up to you. If you don't want to accept it, and you want to move on, you want to block me, you want to unfollow me, I couldn't care less. You make your decision. You do what you need to do. Now, we've covered the intro to my background and we've covered the purpose of this channel. Now I'm going to speak a little bit about my extended background. After I left Christianity when I was roughly 15 years old, then I became agnostic. Not agnostic on the existence of God, but agnostic on religion. I still believed in an almighty creative intelligence that created the world, but I ceased to believe in religion at that point. I thought from that point on that all religions were just a means to control the public. Now, I was agnostic on religion for roughly 10 years until I started realizing if a creator exists, then that must also mean by default that a religion is the truth. There has to be a religion as the truth if a creative intelligence exists, because that creative intelligence would want us to live our best lives. And how does this creative intelligence communicate with us human beings on how to best live our lives? This creative intelligence can't just speak to all of us directly, or else that would defeat the purpose of free will. If every single human being just automatically believes that God exists, then that would defeat the purpose to our creation. There would be no tests in this life, and we would not have the ability to choose if this creative intelligence exists or if it doesn't exist. So then, out of 4,600 religions in the world, which one is the truth and why? So then I started doing my research for about 6 to 8 months. I started reading different scriptures. I started watching different debates. I started questioning myself, questioning others about their beliefs. I mostly focus on the mainstream religions because if you focus on a religion that only has a few thousand people, but then you know right away that it can't be the religion of God, because God would want a lot of people to follow his religion and not just a mere 50,000 people out of 8 billion. So I got myself a Vedas, I got myself a Gita, I got myself some Buddhist scriptures, I got myself a Book of Mormon, a Bible, a Quran. I first started looking at every argument supporting every religion. I wanted to see if any religion could answer all of the questions that I had, because if your religion is the truth as you claim, well then it should be able to answer all of my questions. And not just answer my questions, but answer them in a logical way with supporting material. You can't just make up an answer that sounds good, but then not be able to support that answer with evidence from your religion and from logical reasoning. At the end of my first 6 months of obsessive research on this, I came to the conclusion that it's either Islam is the truth or God doesn't exist. So I did another 2 months of obsessive research on atheism and on Islam, and I came to only one conclusion: Islam is the truth, and I had to accept it for my own good. Because I am not one who is ignorant to truth once it shows itself and proves itself to me.